1983, a year of pop music, big hair, and video games. But behind the scenes, humanity was just one misunderstanding away from total annihilation. This isn't a movie plot. This is the true story of Able Archer 83. In November 1983, NATO launched a massive military exercise called Able Archer. On paper, it was just a drill, a simulation of how NATO would respond to a Soviet invasion. But this wasn't just any drill. It was terrifyingly realistic. For the first time, it involved new, encrypted communication systems, radio silence, and even a simulated DEFCON 1 alert, the highest state of military readiness. Heads of state, including Margaret Thatcher and Ronald Reagan, participated. From the Soviet perspective, this looked less like a game and more like a dress rehearsal for a real nuclear first strike. Tensions were already at a boiling point. The US had recently deployed new, powerful Pershing II missiles in West Germany, capable of reaching Moscow in minutes. The Soviet Union had just shot down a Korean passenger airliner, KAL-007, killing everyone on board, including a US congressman. The KGB and Soviet military intelligence began sending frantic messages to their agents worldwide. They were convinced the West was using the Able Archer exercise as a cover for a surprise attack. Soviet nuclear-capable aircraft in East Germany were put on high alert, with nuclear bombs loaded and pilots ready on the tarmac. Their submarines, armed with nuclear missiles, were ordered to move under the Arctic ice to avoid detection. For several days, the world held its breath without even knowing it. So what stopped the war? A double agent named Oleg Gordievsky, a high-ranking KGB officer secretly working for Britain's MI6, tipped off his handlers. He warned them that the Soviets weren't bluffing. They genuinely believed an attack was imminent. This critical piece of intelligence reached the top. When President Reagan learned how seriously the Soviets had taken the drill, he was reportedly stunned. He wrote in his diary, "I feel the Soviets are so worried about a first strike that we must have a meeting and explain our intentions." The exercise ended on November 11th, and the Soviet forces stood down. The crisis was over, but it left a profound mark. The Able Archer incident was a terrifying reminder of how isbly, miscalculation and paranoia in the nuclear age could lead to a global catastrophe. It was the closest the world came to nuclear war since the Cuban Missile Crisis, a secret whispered in the corridors of power for years. A war game that almost became the real thing. Thanks for watching, and if you found this piece of history as chilling as I did, make sure to follow for more.